Hello everyone. Let's continue our talk about data structures in Python. So last time we learned about list and tuple and how to perform some common operations on them. In this video, we will be covering two more data structures in Python, which are set and dictionaries. So let's create a new file in our Python basic folder. So let's call it set and dict.py. By the way, starting from this video, I will be posting all my source code on GitHub, and I will put the link in the description section. So if you missed something in the video or you want to just simply look at the source code, you can follow the link and get all the source code from my tutorial. So let's start with set in Python. So set is a data structure in Python, which is unordered, not allows duplicates, and mutable. So a collection of data. It is unordered and not allow duplicates, mutable. Okay. So first, let's see how to create a set in Python. So create a set. In order to create a set, we use curly braces. So curly brace, let's do cat. Same with our list example. So dog. We can also have different data types. Let's say 10, 24. And then a Boolean value, let's say false. Okay, and a floating points, let's say 3.5. All right, so that's a set. Let's verify that by printing out print the type of S1. So let's save and run this. Now as you can see, we got class set. So S1 is a set in Python. So that's how we create a set. Next, let's see how to add elements to a set. Since sets are mutable, so we can add and remove elements from it. So first, let's see add elements to a set. So we simply use the add method provided with the set class. So we do add snake. All right, and let's print S1. Let's run it. Now we got all the elements with snake. So that's adding elements to a set. Next, let's see how to remove elements from a set. So remove element from a set. So in order to remove, we can use the discard method from the set class. So let's call s1.discard. Let's remove snake and print out S1 again. So let's comment out the first print and let's compare the add and remove results. So let's print. As you can see, the first one have snake, second one doesn't have snake. Okay, so that's removing elements from a set. We can also get the total elements from a set. So total elements from in a set. What we can do is the same method. We use the len. So print len s1. Let's comment out these and this, And let's save and run. So now we got 5. So we have 5 elements in a set, right? Because we add snake, then we remove snake. So we still have 5 elements in our S1 set. So you may notice that when we print out the whole set, the printing order is actually different from when we're creating it. And when we're inserting the new element snake, it is not inserted at the end of our set, but it is a random position. So that's what I talk about at the beginning of the video, where set is unordered. So, which means there is no index associated with each set elements. So we cannot access set elements by calling its index. We can only loop through the set and access each element. So now let me show you how to loop through a set. So to loop through a set, we can use for loop. So for s in s1, print s. So let's comment out the print. Now let's run. So we got every element printed out on a new line. That's how we loop through a set. So that's all the basic operations for a set. Now let's talk about some operations that are unique to set. So the first one is union. So we can do union operations on 2 sets, which will create a new set contains all the distinct elements from both sets. So the first one is union. Let's first declare a new set. So let's do red, blue, and then green. Okay, and then let's see, u equals s1 union s2. So that's the union operator. So let's print the new union, which is u. Now let's comment out the for loop. Now let's run this. So now, as you can see, the new union, which is u, it's a combination of s1 and s2. And if we have a elements in s2 which is the same in s1, so for example, if we have a 3.5 which also present in union s1, the union result will only contains one 3.5 because sets doesn't allow duplicates, so it will remove any duplicate elements when operation union was performed. So let's see. Now, as you can see, we still have only one 3.5 in our union. So that's union. Next, let's talk about intersection. So intersection is an operation where it takes all the elements both in S1 and S2. So in our case, S1 and S2 both have 3.5. So the intersection should be a set that contains only one element, which is 3.5. So let's see. So S1 ampersand S2. Ampersand is the intersection operator. So let's print I. Let's comment out the union. And let's see. So we have a set which only have one element, 3.5. This is the intersection of S1 and S2. Next, let's see. We have another operation, which is difference. So if I want to find all the elements in S1 but not in S2, we can do S1 minus S2. Let's print D. So let's run this. Now we have 4 elements. So these 4 elements are in set S1 but not in set S2. If I switch the order, so if I do S2 minus S1, this will give us all elements in S2, but not in S1. So let's run this. Now we have all elements in S2, but not in S1. Okay, so the last one is subset. We can check to see if one set is a subset of another set. So subset. So what we can do is, let's say C equals S1 greater than or equal to S2. So this will check to see if S2 is a subset of S1. Okay, so let's print C. And let's run this. Now we got false because S2 is not a subset of S1. So if I define a new set, let's call it S3 equals, for example, dog, and then false, and then let's try to see if S3 is a subset of S1. Now we print C again. We should have true because S3 is indeed a subset of S1. So that's comparison, difference, intersection, and union, which is kind of similar to what we have learned in our math class. So that's how we do these kind of operations in Python. So that's all I wanted to talk about regarding set. Next, let's move on to dictionaries. So now let's talk about dictionaries. Dictionary. So in Python, it is actually just dict, so D-I-C-T. Dictionaries, unlike all the previous structures, list, tuple, and set, which they only store a single value as its element, dictionary stores a key value pair as its element. And there is no duplicates allowed for the keys, and it is unordered, also mutable. So it stores a key value pair, no duplicates for keys, unordered, and mutable. So now let's see how to create a dictionary. So create a dict. So we say D1 equals, also use curly brace. So now let's define first key value pair. So first we say the key is, we can say first name, and then colon. Now it's the value for that key. Value, we can say it's John. Now let's define a second key value pair. The key, we say it is last name. And then the value is Doe. All right. So that's our dictionary. And we use comma to separate each pair. Okay. We can also have all of this on one line. So we can do stuff like this. We can have all the definitions on one line. It's also fine, but as a kind of a convention, each key should be on a separate line. So we'll keep that in mind. And let's print. Okay, let's print the type of D1. Okay. All right, let's run this. As you can see, the type of D1 is class dict. So it is a dictionary. And now let's print D1. Let's see what it's print out. So print D1. So we have first name John and last name Doe. Okay, and let's see how to access a dictionary value. So access dictionary value. So we can just print D1, and we use brackets, and then inside of brackets we use the key to access the value. So if we say first name, we will get the John print out. So first name is John, and if we do last name, run that, we should get Doe. All right, so that's how to access dictionary values by its key. Now let's see how to add a new key value pair to a dictionary. So add key value pair to dictionary. So we can just call D1 and then brackets, and then the new key that you want to add. For example, we want to add a email key, and then equal to the value of the email. All right, so we can say john.doe@gmail.com. Sorry, Gmail. Okay, and save. Let's print D1. Okay, let's run this. Now we have first name John, last name Doe, and email john.doe@gmail.com. So that's how we add a new key value pair to a dictionary. So dictionaries can also contain different types. So far, we only have strings. The values can be other types as well. It can be a Boolean, it can be floats, it can be integers. It also can have a mix and match other data structures that we talked about before. So for example, we can have a list as the value of one of the key. We can have a set. We can have tuples. Okay, so if I want to say D1, let's do set equals to S1. Let's print D1. And let's run that. So now we have a new key value pair, which is our set S1, right? So as a new pair of value in our dictionary. Now, let's see how to remove elements from the set. So from dictionaries, sorry. So remove a key value pair from dictionary. So to remove, what we can do is to use the pop method. So we can do d1.pop. So inside of pop, we call the key. So we want to remove the set. And then let's print d1 again. So let's run this. Now we can see that the set, it's gone from our dictionary. Okay, so we can also have dictionaries inside of another dictionary. So for example, if I create a new dictionary, so let's see D2 equals a new dictionary. All right, so home, a string, let's call this is their phone number, 111-111-1111. Okay, and then work, 222-222-2222, and then say mobile. Okay, so that's our D2 dictionary. And I want to add this information to D1. Okay, so what I can do is D1 contact, right? The key name is contact and the value is D2. Now let's print D1 again. So let's comment this one out and let's print D1. So let's take a look. So now we have a very long dictionary, first name, last name, email, and now contact, which the value is another dictionary. So now we have added the contact information to our dictionary. We learned how to mix and match different data structures in a dictionary. I want to show you a method we can use to format our output with new lines and indentations. Currently, we're just printing everything out on a single line. But if our dictionary grows larger and more complex, it is kind of hard to see what keys and values we have. So in order to print dictionaries with formatting, we need to import a module called pprint, which stands for pretty print. So let me show you how to do that. So let's import pprint. So let's write a comment down here. So this is pretty print dictionary. So let's comment out D1. And after importing the pprint module, we can just call pprint.pprint. And then let's say D1 is our dictionary. And then let's just print D1. Let's see what's happening, okay? Let's clear the console and let's run this. So now we got contact, email, first name and last name, and every key value pair is on a new line. That's a little bit formatting, but we don't want the order of keys to change. We want to keep first name, last name, and email and contact. So pprint method actually sort the keys for us by default. So we want to set the sort. So sort dict equals to false, and then I want to also change the indent to 2 spaces. So let's save and run. So now we have first name, last name, email, contact, and the indentation is also changed. So next, let's talk about how to loop through a dictionary. So dictionaries support different kind of looping. We can loop through all the keys. We can loop through all the values. We can loop through a key value pair at the same time. So I will show you each one of them. So first, let's see how to loop through a key value pair. So loop dictionary. So in order to loop through the whole dictionary, we need to call the items method on our D1 dictionary. So let's say for key value in D1 dot items, let's print key value. So let's clear the console and run. Well, let's comment out the pretty print and let's run that again. So as you can see, we have key and value printed out on every iteration. Okay, so that's how to loop through items, and we can also loop through the keys by itself. So let's say for key in D1 dot keys, let's print key. This time we should get all the keys printed out but not the value. So let's print So we have all the keys printed out, but not any values. We can also do for value in d1 dot values. Let's print all the value and comment out this. So let's run that. So now we got all the values printed out. Okay, so that's how to iterate through a dictionary. And the last thing I want to talk about is to check to see if the dictionary has certain keys. So, which is very, very similar to check to see if a list contains a certain value. So we can just do print. So if, let's see if first name in D1. So this is to check if key exists in dictionary. So let's run this. Now we got true because we have the first name key in D1. Okay, so if I do they have an address, print address in D1, false. It doesn't have the address field in D1. So that's it. That's pretty much everything I want to talk about regarding dictionaries as well as sets. So far we have talked about list, tuple, set, and dictionaries in Python. And with all of those, in the next video, we can start talking about common data structures. We'll starting from linked list. So thanks for watching and see you guys next time.